Well, good afternoon and welcome back. Let me show you guys what we got going on here today. I'm going to be doing a lot of plumbing, trying to get the vent pipe put in. And turn this off real quick. As usual with this time of year, it is a warm one. Now hopefully I don't need to get a light going to be able to see in here, but well, let me do that. Let me get a light going in here so we can see what we've got going on. Last time I was in here, I put the vent pipe together for the bathroom. So this is where the vanity will enter. This is the vent pipe for the shower and the toilet. They leave out through the wall. Now originally I was going to box that out. I thought it would be easier than trying to go through the wall. I was gonna box it out and just have a small little box channel that ran up the ceiling. But when I thought about it, I just didn't like the way that I thought that was gonna look. And I'd like to keep it as unobtrusive as possible as much as I can. So we've got everything through here done. Now I need to get the waste plumbing for the washing machine and then get the vent stack above it. See if we can get that taken care of and route that up and out. So, didn't know I was doing any real carpentry today, but here's what went down. I had the boxes set in at 42 inches at the top of the standpipe. However, Jafana noticed that seemed like it would be higher than the back of her washing machine. I had looked online at the Maytag, and the Maytag specified 39 inches at least for the top of the standpipe. So I looked again. For a front loader, which is what we use, it could be 30. It's a combination of the code and the manufacturer specifications. So I lowered the box so that it would be completely hidden by the machine. Unfortunately, I already had a hole drilled right here. The top of that pipe has to be no less than 18 inches from the top of the standpipe. And that was gonna put the top of the standpipe at 14 inches. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this stud completely out. I'm replacing it. I'm gonna cut another hole lower, 4 inches lower, so that I can pull that off. I'm putting this stud in additional, and I'm going to put another stud in right here, additional. And my reason for that is because I'm compromising, even though I'm putting a stud shoe on it, I'm compromising the integrity of this stud by putting a hole in it. There was no way I could put another hole in it because there's nothing I could do to shore it up. I can't put two stud shoes on there. So I'm trying to strengthen it by putting an additional stud on both sides of it. I may actually have to put yet another stud right here in order to meet code. I'll have to look that up and make sure that this will work. of the most difficult parts of doing waste plumbing is putting in the last piece. This isn't glue, it's a chemical weld, and it sets up very quickly. Once you've applied the cement, you have a very small amount of time before it's completely set up that you can stick it all together and get everything joined and aligned the way that it should be. You also have to keep pressure on it because it has a tendency to push the weld back out. I'm just checking the distances for my own peace of mind to make sure that it's in code. Because if it's not, I gotta tear it out and do it again. Alright, got hot right here. No, that's cold. Had some people ask about the manifold that I made and why I didn't use one of the readily available manifolds that already has all the valves and everything on it. And the reason that I didn't is because there's nothing like that I have found that is PEX A. I've seen one that's copper, that's PEX A, and I'm on well water and I'm trying to limit anything copper or brass that I put in. Obviously these are brass fixtures. Brass is going to hold up to well water a lot better than copper is. The water just kind of eats it. So even though we're going to get our water conditioned, going to have a water system up here, still on well water, and I want to eliminate all those possibilities everywhere that I can. The reason that I don't want to go with the crimp style ones is that the fittings are smaller. So the interior diameter of the fittings is smaller. The interior diameter of this, can you hand me that pipe, sweetie? The interior diameter right here is the same as the interior diameter of that fitting because that fitting is made for PEX A. You can't get this on there without stretching it out. So you're not going to be able to get that down on there and put a crimp ring on it because it's not designed for that. The ones that take the crimp rings are a lot smaller on the inside, and that is going to impede your water flow. And I want to get more flow from the PEX A tubing, and I don't want to stick fittings on there that are going to make the whole thing pointless. Now I went super slow today, unfortunately, because I had to sister up these two studs to make sure I had enough support because this is a load-bearing wall, and I've got to modify that jack shoe just a little bit to fit on there. I'm gonna come back and put it on there, and I may end up sticking another stud on the other side of that pipe. But we've got the laundry plumbed in. We've got the pipe heading on up into the ceiling. I already know how I'm gonna connect it to the roof. It's just getting late in the day. and it's time for me to go home. We'll be back and see you guys again next time. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the content, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. It helps make it possible for us to continue making these videos. Come on back and check us out again at Break Hard Orchard. We'll be here.